Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 of the course here. So past the halfway point, got my winter scenery up here, and the first thing I'll do here is just talk a little bit about, um, well the court, those that are in there doing good. I mean, we're doing the articles every week on the discussions and the other assignments. So good work there. Those that are in there, those that are not need to be in there on time so everybody can interact and participate. One of the things. I use a lot on the motivation or inspiration things. I use these running analogies, good analogies or metaphors, because it can apply to anything. Running as a sport or as a hobby, it's a consistent thing. The past few weeks, I was talking about the habits and the consistency. If you're not consistent, lack performance habits, you need to ask yourself if you're reliable, trustworthy, successful. If you're answering yes to that and you don't have any consistency or habits, you're probably wrong in your self-evaluation. So, and the reason I'm just talking about this because what I thought of for this week was about chapters of life. A lot of us use this analogy about life as a book with many chapters. Each journey in our life, be the youth, a young adult, job, school, like right now you're doing school. These are all chapters. Graduation is not an end, it's a beginning. And while graduation is a significant event in your life, I mean, it is an accomplishment, a pat on the back and the whole thing. It's just it goes back to my thing I harp about making school part of what you do. It's part of your life, and that overflows into your job, family, other things you do. It's not just a one-time thing you're doing. I mean, it's just part of who you are and how you operate. So in this last line here, I got each chapter is practice for the next race. The way you operate in school is very likely the way you operate with a job or any other commitment you have. If you've been in some of the other prior courses, you may have seen a little thing I had up here about would you hire yourself? Do self-evaluation. So I mean that and I just mentioned these things. If it applies to you, try and work on it. You can also take this and help somebody that works for you. So you mean either way. So but anyway, so that's the chapters of life is this week. Course itself, like I say, yeah. Those of you are in there doing good. The work I've seen, good, or if it wasn't, I'd let you know. We go back and forth, so no problems there. So just keep doing what you're doing. On our this upcoming week, you got the 3 chapters. It has to do with bonds. So all 3 chapters have to do with bond fundamentals, analysis, and portfolio management on the bonds. Okay, and then on our little game that also is going to have input on your final project. So these are kind of the rankings, and like I told you initially, don't worry, you're not going to break anything, but you do need to be in there doing stuff every day or every other day. So just make sure you're in there doing something. Like I say, I'm losing all kinds of money. I'm experimenting on myself here, but then it looks like Luke's making some sort of money. So, but anyway, just make sure you're in there, because if you're not in there doing stuff every week, then your investor at the end of the course here, you have your project, and you're supposed to tell your client what you did. So just don't forget about that. All right, with that, I'll let you go. My little test question this week, of course, is 5-year-old, what were me and him doing here? So there you go. I'll let you go. Have a great week, and get in touch if you need something. All right, take care, everybody.